Finished Wolves 0, Arsenal 2, the final game before the World Cup break for Wolves. And it has ended in disappointment, and it means that Wolves will be bottom for the Christmas period. Obviously not quite like a normal season. I think it's very different. Obviously many more, much less games than what we would normally have if it was if we were bottom at Christmas. But still nowhere near a good enough start, and still, for me, not a good performance. Some positives, or at least some better signs from Wolves today. But still just not enough. And not enough, just in front of goal, just not good enough, again, for Wolves. We started a 5 at the back. It was a change of formation. I believe it's the first time we've started with that formation in the game this season, with Jose Sarr in goal, Totti coming in the back three with Kilman and Collins. We saw Hugo Bueno at left wing-back, with Semedo returning from suspension at right wing-back. Boubacar Traoré in the middle with Neves and Moutinho, and a front two of Adama and Guedes. And the plan was obvious. Low block for Wolves, try and frustrate Arsenal and get them on the counter-attack. First half was good. I thought we did that. We did everything in terms of the game plan itself. It was perfect, bar scoring a goal. Jesus scored an early goal, but was offside. I think he hit the bar, but would have been flagged offside as well. So we did have Arsenal did give us the scares, but we had a couple of opportunities ourselves. Gonzalo Guedes, the last week or so, has started to show much better glimpses of the sort of player he is. Still not quite there as of yet, but he came very close. There's even shouts for a penalty. A lot of people at half time, I've not really had it, I've seen the video but not had a proper look into it, and a lot of people saying Wolves could have had a big call for a penalty in the first half as well, and it was very briefly looked at by VAR. But I think to go in at 0-0 and going at half time at 0-0 seemed quite promising. But 45 minutes is a long time, as we know. I was hoping that our poor run of form in front of goal at the South Bank end would change, but how wrong I was. And Arsenal obviously scored the 2 goals, both from Martin Ødegaard, both goals that I think we should have probably defended a lot better. For some reason, we've seen it a lot this season. Down the byline, we really struggle to defend those. And I think Nathan Collins is one for me. I saw it a lot at Brighton, just the one-on-one defending down in the corner of the pitch. We really tend to struggle. And that's where the first goal came from. I think both goals came from that same right-hand side. Semedo was on the pitch for the first one, but we've got to stop the supply of the ball a lot earlier. And the second goal was very, very similar. Came from the right-hand side when Lembikisa was playing as well. But we did have our own chances in the second half, but it was almost like a team that had no confidence in front of goal, like we've seen all season. Guedes had a couple of good opportunities. There was one where he flicked it over the defender's head, had a chance to shoot and tried to dummy it again and lost the ball. Just got to be a bit quicker with a shot. Adama threatened a little bit as well. Ramsdale had to make 1 or 2 decent saves, but other than that, it just wasn't quite good enough today. And like I said, going in at Christmas now, bottom of the league, is a little bit frustrating. And we're hoping that Julen Lopetegui can turn things around for us. We've seen the videos of him. He seems to have a real presence, a real aura around him. Even before the game, I was in the stadium at the time when he was walking around, and I think this guy, could be massive for this football club. What we've got to do now, forget everything that has happened for this first half of the season. Start again in the league on Boxing Day. Of course, we played Gillingham just before, but in the league on Boxing Day against Everton, forget this first part of the season has happened and go from there. And I'm sure we'll climb up the table. I'm sure we'll see some more goals, and I'm sure we'll see some more wins at Wolves. Frustrating to be in the position that we are at this point. We can blame it on a number of people. You can blame it on Bruno Lage. You can blame it on Fosun for sacking him and not having a replacement. But we need to come together now, use this World Cup break to our advantage, enjoy it whilst we can, and fingers crossed we can knuckle down come Boxing Day and start getting some results. It's finished Wolves 0, Arsenal 2. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Man of the match from me, from a Wolves end, possibly Hugo Bueno or even Boubacar Traoré. I think he's really come into the team the last few weeks and been a superstar and a real good talent. Hopefully we see more of the same from December onwards from both Bueno and Boubacar Traoré. Guys, I'll be continuing with the content, but I appreciate the support so far this season. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.